In this video, we're going to look how to play Bubbly by Colbie, but on a ukulele. First of all, the chords are going to sound pretty cool. It should sound something like this when you got it right. And you repeat it. So you'll notice that your fretting hand isn't doing much work. So step one, let's go through the chords. You're starting with an A, which is finger 1, fret 1, string 3 from the bottom. Middle finger number 2 goes to 2nd fret, 4th string from the bottom, in other words your top string. Okay. The following chord, A major 7. All that really happens is your middle finger slides one back. A major 7. So you can hear the subtle difference in the sound. And now, so it's that note that separates A from A major 7. Now the next chord, the third and last chord we need to know for this song, which makes it such a cool song to learn for a beginner, is the D chord. Now, there's several ways to play D. The one is like this, with all 3 fingers squeezing into the 2nd fret. My fat fingers don't like that. So what I do is I put finger 1, fret 2, 3rd string from the bottom. Middle finger number 2, also fret 2, but to the top. Just giving different angles so you can see the fingers. And then ring finger number 3, the number nice and clear for you, also the 2nd fret underneath. This is D. Now some players will do 1 and 2 like that, and they will catch the thumb at the top. So your thumb at the top is actually catching your 4th string. So there's different ways. Whichever method works for you is what you should use. I'm going to do this one. Now onto the strumming. The strumming is really basic. So I'm going to focus more onto your strumming hand now. It's simply going to be like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But listen for that silent pause, which is my thumb resting on the strings. Watch this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So it's nice and easy. Get a bit more light in here. One more time: down, tap, up, tap. And if we were to count, in other words, if I put the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and with it, we'd have this: 1 and 2. 2's got the tap, and is your up strum. Remember, ands are your offbeats, up strums. And then after that you tap on the 4 again. So slow motion: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Tapping on the 2 and 4, down on the 1, and up on the and between the 2 and 3. Let's try that together. I'm going to play A chord. Remember the shape? 4 times in a row. Let's try this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 3rd time and 4th time. Now to put the song together. Now there will be a picking towards the end as well, which I'll just demonstrate quickly. But we'll do that at the end of the video. We're going to play A once. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then we're going to slide finger number 2 back to get that A major 7th chord you learned at the beginning of the video. You play it through once. So the A and the A major 7 together should sound like this. Are we ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then that horrible D with all the fingers squeezing inside there. And you'll notice that the first finger hasn't left your ukulele yet. In other words, it's staying on that 3rd string. D is going to sound like this. And then back to A. So the structure, the chord sequence, is going to go A major 7, D, back to A. But let's try that together, super slow motion. Have you got your chord in place? That's where I wish I could hear you say yes. Okay, let's do this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Then you do A again. So it goes through twice. Back to D and back to the A. Your song is as simple as that. Now for the chorus, Colbie switches to a picking technique, which I'm going to show you now. You can use your fingers or you can use a pick. And what's cool about this is we're going to ignore the top string. So we're only going to play on the bottom 3 strings. Now first of all, think of this rhythm. Tap it with me. We got that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that rhythm is important because that rhythm is here. It's the same rhythm. So the tapping was just to let you get familiar with the rhythm. Okay, now check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the string numbers I'm going to call out 3, third, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's the sequence. 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you change to the next chord, A major 7. Now, because you're not playing the top string, that original change where you went from A to A major 7, that note won't take place. So if you're doing the picking now, you simply play an abbreviated A, if you want to call it that, and you can just do this because you're not playing the string. So there's no point in bringing the finger. Okay, so you're going to do A twice now. And then for the D, you can do a short version, which is just fingers 1 and 2, because you don't need to worry about that top string. Okay, so if you want to play along with me super slow motion, here's your picking pattern. 2 and 3 and 4 and second time, D, back to A, bit faster, and that's pretty much your song. It's a really cool song. It's a nice one for the strumming. It's a nice to get you introduced to picking. Like I said, you can use a plectrum if you wanted to. So if you really want to use one of these, by all means, it's just very, very bright. But if it feels easier and more natural, you're more than welcome to use a pick as well. So fingers, you can see my finger used there, or if you want to use a pick, that's cool as well. Any questions with Bubbly? Let me know. You've got my details. I hope you enjoy the song. It's a great one to get going with, and have a good week. Thank you.